hell were a place on earth, this is what it might look like. The flames destroyed what 2 world wars did not, ravaging over 800 years of history. As the spire of Notre Dame fell to the inferno, people in France and around the world looked on. Thousands gathered nearby in Paris, many in shock at the scale of the blaze. French President Emmanuel Macron came to stand by them.
This cathedral, we were able to build it more than 800 years ago, and over the centuries, to make it grow and improve. So I say to you very solemnly this evening, this cathedral, we will rebuild it all together. And this is probably a part of French destiny, a project we will have for the coming years. But I am committed to it. Starting tomorrow, a national fundraising campaign will be launched.
So back in 2019, I did make a short video about the Notre Dame fire. And normally I don't even like to go back and listen to old videos, and rarely do. But in this case, it was kind of interesting to go back and hear what I was thinking at the time. And I guess I was talking about feeling a sense of spiritual heaviness at the time, which I don't really remember. Like that whole week, apparently. And just kind of looking at my commentary at the time, it was apparent enough that there was something afoot with the questionable circumstances of the fire, and it felt like some kind of Illuminati ritual for sure. And there was the comparisons to the I Pet Goat 2 video. I mean, I'd forgotten about all this stuff. And this is what is amazing now, is thinking about everything that has transpired in the 5 years between April of 2019 and now. It's kind of mind-blowing when, you can just go pick any mainstream news coverage of this reopening ceremony, and they're all talking about, how it's rising from the ashes and going from darkness to light. And, the phoenix symbolism is not hard to pick out. And man, my head has been kind of spinning trying to just absorb, how weird it is. If you think back to 2019, if you were just to go back just to 2019, this is 5 years ago, and say, hey, guess what? We're going to have this big crazy pandemic out of China that's going to shut down the world and transfer untold trillions of dollars out of the hands of the middle class and working class and small business, and going to be one of the craziest psyops that's ever been pulled off. And then it's going to be memory hold, and Trump's going to get out of office, and then he's going to be back. And here he is. I mean, oh yeah, we're going to go to war in Ukraine. Like, how many people, if you asked them in 2019, would even know where Ukraine was on a map? Or can tell you anything about Ukraine? That's fun to think about. Or knew anything about, yeah. Certainly didn't know anything about the Azov battalion. What else? And yeah, of course, the bizarre rise of Elon Musk. Like, if you said, hey, yeah, Trump's going to be back in office and Elon Musk will be at his, his right-hand man, basically. Just the fact that this is, like, why did they have such a deadline? Why did they have to, I mean, they used all this, they supposedly used all this original medieval craftsmanship and tools and methods to rebuild it, everything exactly as it was, to the original. But they just had to have it done by right now. Why right now? And, oh man. Yeah, I didn't even get to the bishop guy knocking on the door 3 times. I think he did that 3 times. 3 sets of 3. And the Masonic knock. And here the merchants of the earth, the kings and queens and the merchants of the earth, most of whom are not Catholic, but they all need to be there at this ceremony, with Macron and his, wife, super hot wife. It's just, it is bizarre to go back and remember. Like, dude, I forgot about Madam X coming out the day before. Like, Madonna. Madam X, of all things. More X symbolism that I forgot about. And now, what the heck is even going on with Madonna? I think she's been cloned a few times, but that's another story. So yeah, they burned the roof. The trauma-based mind control of seeing this historical edifice, the symbol of Paris, the symbol of tradition and history, and then yes, not only do we have the pandemic, but we got the BLM riots and defund the police, and this is going on, not just in America, but in Europe, and it's about the West, right? Millions upon millions of immigrants are flowing into these Western nations. And it's like this big open secret now, but everyone's looking to Trump, right? Everyone is looking to Trump to be the savior, to be the one who's going to bring the order back out of the chaos, he and Elon are, it's just mind-blowing that there's so much setup. And just the fact that the cathedral, they had it all lit up to look like it was like solid gold, all this golden age symbolism. I mean, wow. So, I don't know. I don't have a ton of, you're either gonna see the obvious symbolism going on, or you're not, because people are clinging to political figures or whatever to deliver on what it's all been set up. And so that's the real question, right? Like, what is going to be ushered in with this upcoming Trump golden age? I mean, a lot of the cabinet picks are already, I think, helping people see through the facade a little bit, but particularly with Elon Musk and just the explosion of AI. Yeah, ChatGPT came out 2 years ago and is already becoming rapidly normalized and now being rolled out into your iPhone or your Android phone, and launching XAI, Grok just was launched the other day. In 2019 that was not a thing yet, but then suddenly we had Zoom, and we had TikTok, and we have large language models exploding, even though they're not making any profit. It's all part of this coordinated effort, and so yeah, that's kind of what I've been digging into primarily the last few weeks, is all the recent AI developments. But I had to stop and make something, just noting the timing, dude. This is not. You can't tell me that this is coincidence. The timing of it all is it's kind of in your face. So, yeah, just wanted to kind of stop and reflect on how much insane crap has happened in 5 years. Yeah, all this kind of the alchemy of media and manipulation of the mind and the heart through ritual. Yeah, basically, I'm watching this and going, yeah, it's a big Illuminati ritual praising the Queen of Heaven. And all these people are there paying homage to the goddess, the lady that arose from the flames, the divine feminine. Yeah, this is the ancient esoteric meaning behind the Mary worship, because it's the mystery. It's the Whore of Babylon. This is a big Whore of Babylon party, and people are just amazed because of all the stuff. I know the Tartarian fans are geeking out because it's old world architecture, but I see it as being completely pagan and pretty dang creepy when you kind of put all the pieces together. With Trump in the front row to top it all off. So au revoir.